Hi everyone. So we're talking about our author websites. So what role will my website play in my overall content strategy? I think of an author website as a jumping off point, as a way to find where the novels can be bought, as a way to find all the places on social media that I can be found, and then secondary my blog and other things like that, because I think that as a YA writer, I don't think that teens care about my blog. At least that's what I'm getting when I interview teens. They don't care about that. They just want to know where else they can find me in quick blips and, YouTube links and things like that. So I'm looking at more as a bouncing off point to social media and content that they would be more interested in, which is, short bursts, Instagram, things like that. What is your user trying to accomplish by visiting your site? Now, my teens, I think they're probably looking for other places to find me, but I think they're also looking for merch, because merch is really in right now, which Jenny was talking about. Everybody wants to wear the merch. So I think authors should really pay attention to that trend. Like if there's a really awesome quote, slap it on a t-shirt or a bumper sticker or something like that. I think that's important. I think that's why teens mostly will go to websites, is to get the merch. Now, middle-aged women, which also read YA books, which is another one of my demographics I wrote about, probably would be more interested in a blog. Teens are not. Teens, from what I gather, don't read blogs anymore, but middle-aged women do, and they want to learn. I know whenever I read a book that I love, I want to learn more about the author, and so I will go and I will read their blog. So I would just write about my life and maybe give writing advice or something like that. Yeah, so it really depends on who is reading the book, but you have to be ready, especially with YA. You have to be ready for more than one demographic, I think, so you have to be prepared for that. What information should you have on your author website? So I have a home section right now, which I think I would post dates and news and things like that. Then I have an About Me, which is my bio, and I would also include, I think on every single page I would include my social media links. But then I also have a writing section, which will ultimately become a books section, which would have a little write-up and images of all the books and where you can find my books. Then I have a blog. Now, my blog right now is short stories, and don't read them. They're badly written. I wrote them years ago, based on the characters in my novel. And I think I'm going to move those from the blog section and make them their own section called Shorts or something, like short stories, I don't know, flash fiction. But I think it's important to keep them. However, I'm going to rewrite them, so they need rewritten badly. I'm going to build more on those, maybe short stories with different characters from my books, little like maybe 5-paragraph little things, nothing major. But then I also want to have a blog, which I would write about my life and different things that would pertain to my books, different topics in my books. And then I have an online classes section that I have currently, and that is currently the most used section of my website, because I teach online classes to homeschoolers, and so they go there to register for my classes. And I will keep that, and I would like to have an evolution of that, of maybe offering, creative writing class or something for adults. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have a testimonial section, because I've been a graphic designer for so long, and I have a lot of those. So I included that section. So yeah, and then plans for organizing. I don't know. I reorganize and reorganize and reorganize. I don't think that any web page that I've ever had has ever stayed the same. It's constantly changing. So, okay, thanks. Bye.